Hello, everybody, and welcome to a good...
Is always set to legendary, and new characters are always rolled randomly, including race, class, and starting location. This sounds awesome to you? Well, that's because it is kinda awesome, and you should hit the like and subscribe button because you don't want to miss this. I do it every Saturday, every 11 a.m. my time, 6 p.m. UTC, so ring the bell, you don't want to miss it. Come hang out, we're good folks, we have fun, we play Skyrim. You know you love good folks and fun in Skyrim, so... Alright. Shill done. Magus wants beer and whores. Don't we all? The mic unplugged a bit? Sounds distant, huh? Oh, hold on, I got stuff beeping at me. Just a second here. It was working fine this morning, I tested it. Yeah, I got stuff coming on and off.
Going now. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Man, that was a great intro, too. Yeah, no, the cable did come unplugged a little bit. I need to fiddle with that. Alright, yeah, that was a good shill intro, too. I was telling everybody to like and subscribe. I was pointing at the camera and everything. Yeah, well. Alright, so this is our Dunmer bard named Duras Velinor. He is a former Reaver who wants to break good. Yeah, good is a relative term here. He's still got an edge to him for sure. But he's always had dreams of being a rock star bard, traveling the world, performing for money and booze and poontang. So he decided to do it. He decided he slaughtered one too many civilian for their gold. Now he's slaying other things in other ways. So, yeah. What did we do last episode? Sorry, my wife's texting me right now. Like she doesn't know that I'm streaming. Come on. Testes, testes, 1, 2, 3. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, so last episode we did the whole Falkreath thing. We did a bunch of stuff over there. We became Thane, which was cool. And I think we ended up doing the Jarl's Favor quest so that we can actually buy a Hearthfire home now, which would be great because bards are alchemists and we can plant a lot of valuable ingredients there for crazy potions of all types. But we were asking around about some spells because our illusion skill needs to be shored up, unfortunately. It's lagging behind a little bit. And they pointed us to the College of Winterhold. Now, Duras here is not one for school, but he is one for power and influencing people. So if it means enrolling in some classes, just, you know, you get some like easy credits or whatever, just to learn some illusion spells, and he's all about that. There's also might be some, you know, artifacts in here, some inspirations for some good songs that he can play at the local inn. Maybe not the Winterhold Inn, because that place is a dump, but maybe down in Windhelm, if the Nords welcome him enough. So yeah, we're here doing the Winterhold College quest line. So we can unlock the trainers, get some training in illusion, and we'll see where we will go from there. Alright, so let's do this. Tolfdir, we're ready to go.
Here we all are. Shall we step inside?
I am ready. Let's do it.
All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
Now, you might see me checking my phone periodically because my 4090 is due to arrive any minute now. It is out for delivery. We also have a thunderstorm on the way, so I don't know if that's going to get rained out. But I may have to pause the stream briefly to go just bring that in. kind of a precious cargo, you know. Nice weather out here so far, though. High of 81 degrees. Scattered showers. I just did get a thunderstorm warning, so hopefully it doesn't get too rough. My dog really doesn't like thunder and lightning. She gets very insecure about it.
This is an exciting opportunity for us to be able to study.
Come on, guys, get it together. You're supposed to be the best and brightest of Skyrim, and you can't even find your way around a damn pillar. Almost 70 here and sunny. Nice. Yeah, my wife's actually in your neck of the woods again for another week. Her uncle turns 80 today, so she wanted to be there for the surprise party they're throwing him.
Ah, yes. Well,
she's probably enjoying the. She just had a 5K walk, like a suicide awareness thing.
I expect
so it was nice weather for her.
Any additional magical artifacts.
80 milestone indeed, yeah.
Any enchanted items will do. The usefulness of the
dude lived a rough life too. Got mixed up in some bad things, drugs namely. But he pulled it together. He was one of the few that pulled themselves out of that, and he ended up being a counselor.
Anything designed to keep people
for AA.
Just identify them.
So now he's trying to help everybody else in his situation turn the corner like he did. So yeah, long, eventful, and fruitful life, I believe.
Verify that we're the first ones here. Look for any amount of tampering with the tombs. All right, everyone. Let's be careful, but have fun.
Okay. Have fun, he says. This is not our idea of fun. Alright, out of the way, dweebs.
Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secure.
Just like your old man balls hanging low, swinging free, huh? Not entirely secure. I think my characters that have an edge to them work the best. The sarcastic, nasty, toilet humor characters. I think that says a little something about me. Low and lazy, indeed, indeed. And hairy as AF. Alright, you must be the guy I'm supposed to find.
Benefit my research.
Tolfdir sent me to help you out.
What? Ah, yes, you.
Yeah, me. How could you not remember me? Look at my hair. My pissed off face.
Don't make a mess of my work. I've only
the war paint. And the sweet loot on my back.
You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, alright?
Gee, sounds like fun.
Don't damage anything.
Damage your... Never mind. I always try to find these rings without the quest markers. They're always much harder to find without a big arrow pointing at them for some reason. Oh, there it is. I see it.
Played games, you know, between sacrifices to their draconic masters.
Played games? I don't know, Lucian. If you're playing a game with me right now, I wish you'd stop. Alright. And looks like one more.
Ancient
of freaking course.
Right?
Yeah.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right?
Well, obviously, I took something off the wall and now I'm trapped.
How in the world did that happen?
Well, I pulled this here amulet off the wall.
Really? Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it?
Oh, I can think of all kinds of ways to use it. Dirty old man. Alright, so let's wear this thing. Wear it like a cheap cologne.
Do you see that? Some kind of resonance. You and the wall. Connected. attracted to
Well,
the
that doesn't work.
I wonder.
Let's try calm. Man, if that goes off on... Oh, I was going to say, if that goes off on Tolfdir, I'm going to laugh so hard. Yeah, so I did some hotkey setup here. I have calm. I have...
Oh no, it's just you.
Jesus, Lucian. I got Doppelganger here. I got Fury. I got Courage, which I think Lucian could use a dose of right now. And I got Cursed Rune. They're all illusion spells. A few of them are Forgotten Magic. I got them all hotkeyed. I also have a hotkey for Paralysis Poison. Now, most of these aren't going to do us any good against Draugr, but the Cursed Rune will. So we'll be making heavy use of that.
What is this?
Got to be weird for me not using any magic pretty soon. Oh yeah, no magic at all for the Legionnaire, huh?
I'm not sure what to expect here. Please be on your guard.
Oh, I know what to expect.
Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has
Silent
not
Echo,
been
welcome,
passed,
welcome. Hope
as
you're having a
you
good
have no
Saturday.
way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, mage, and you alone.
Yep, I got an empty house this week, so I'm going to be doing lots of gaming, I think.
Take great care.
I got my 4090 coming in sometime today. It's out for delivery. Hopefully the weather doesn't stop it. We're supposed to get some thunderstorms here at some point soon. Hopefully it's not inclement enough to stop the delivery.
Strange just then. What just happened?
So I got enough to keep me busy this weekend anyway.
I'm afraid
And I
haven't seen
did
anything.
get started on the Rings of Power. 3 episodes in, starting on episode 4, maybe 4 starting on 5. But anyway, at least halfway through it. And I really like it so far. I don't know what all the criticism's about. It's not as good as the original series, but
Psijic Order? Are you quite sure about
it's a hell of a lot better than your run-of-the-mill
and danger ahead?
fantasy
Why, that
TV
doesn't
show,
make
that's for
any
sure.
sense at all. The Psijics have no connection to these ruins.
Galadriel is badass and kind of hot.
Perhaps we should
So
take
it's
a
been
look
really cool
inside these
catching up on her
coffins.
backstory.
Now, please do be careful.
Some mystery, because I never read the
Who knows what we're
books,
going to
so I don't know where some of these characters are coming from. Hey, Haster. Welcome, welcome. Dremyolok. Couldn't get into it myself. The orcs are white? Never seen white orcs. Oh, I didn't even notice the color of the orcs. There seems to be a lot of criticism about the color of these fantasy creatures. And I never really had it in my head that they were one color or another. So it doesn't really bother me. Let's see. There's been white orcs, or at least white Uruk-hai, right? Mostly scarred ones, I guess. Okay. It's criticized mostly because lore inconsistency and time jumps. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I've never really read the books, so I'm less harsh. Okay, taking some damage, but you know, we're pretty resilient there. I am wearing the Cloak of Resist Frost here. Didn't really upgrade the light armor so much, but it did hold up pretty well. I mean, it did take a chunk. It was almost a third of my health. Pale mostly, yeah. Lots of creative... Yeah, I've never been one to mind creative license. Even if it does stray... If it takes a 180 from the books, as long as it's good, you know, I don't mind. And I consider Rings of Power good. I'm not a purist in any way. Okay, let's see here. Let's get our Cursed Rune out. I don't... Ooh, you know what? Let's buff up Lucian and Tolfdir. We're going to do some Cursed Rune here. Going to be active with the block key, or not the block key, but the dodge key, because that's the only defensive option we have right now. Okay, we got somebody firing arrows at us. Ooh, and I am not wearing my helmet either. You guys got that one? There you go. Nice. What did Lucian just do to himself over there? Casting something on himself. Or maybe it was Colovian Star, since he's an Imperial. He might have popped his racial power.
Others should press on. See if you can find whatever this vision of yours mentioned.
So I decided to put Lucian in heavy armor because that's going to protect him the most. As a bard, we're not particularly good at tanking. So that's something that Lucian is going to have to take on. And he is not a good natural tank. But we can put him in some heavy armor, make him at least look a little more imposing than he is. And we can buff him up with our courage spell and things like that. And he did a fine job there. I think he is coded mostly as a spell sword. So heavy armor, destruction magic, maybe some restoration, and one-handed will suit him well. The Grey Prince from Oblivion. Yeah, that's a big one. I thought there was a notable one in Lord of the Rings too that had light skin. In one of the later movies, one of the field generals or something. It's been so long since I saw those movies. Okay. Yeah, probably. All right, let's do this. Wow. You see that Draugr? This guy's almost as old as Tolfdir. Out of Magicka. I got you. Oh, we got an archer. Sorry, Lucian. Got you with some splash damage there.
Flash before my eyes.
Yeah, you almost went down for the count there, didn't you? Part of that might have been my fault, but you know, since I'm kind of your bodyguard, I think I can.
It smells of death down
pass the
here.
blame off on you, since you have admitted that you have no idea what you're doing. I don't have to. Tolfdir on his way to be a Draugr. Yes, indeed. HOD is good.
The ancient Nords are to study. I wouldn't have wanted to be there at the time.
I'm not sure what HOD is, so I'm not sure if I agree with you or not. House of Dragon. Yeah, that's the next on the list. I have just been, it's been a long time since I've seen anything Lord of the Rings. So, it being a little more fantasy with, like, the elves and stuff like that, I wanted to do that first. Plus, it might give me some, like, build ideas and stuff for the channel. And things like, builds from the Lord of the Rings universe fit a little better with the Elder Scrolls than Game of Thrones. Although there is some room for that in Game of Thrones, just not as much. They don't lean into the magic stuff quite as heavily. It's more based on a dark, gritty reality, you know? Next build up, though, is the Triumvirate Druid. Now, a lot of people have a lot of criticisms about that school of spells, that archetype. And that's exactly why I'm doing it. It seems to be a weird challenge to get all those spells to synergize together, and most of it has to do with that concentration summon. So I'm taking it as a personal challenge to find the fun and find the strength in that build. And so far so good, but it's definitely more of a support class than it is get in there and be active. And no, I want this. So I've been having fun with it. It's definitely different than a lot of different play styles. A lot of the established play styles in particular. So there's a lot to get used to, but that's kind of why I like builds like that, is because they take you out of your comfort zone. They force you to play the game in a new way. And it definitely has been. But it's also been a nice opportunity for me to slow down in the game and just walk around in nature and explore that way. Once you've played the game for thousands of hours, like many of us have, it becomes hard to just kind of slow down and take everything in, because you already know where everything is, right? And you don't really want to experience things in that slow, spongy kind of way anymore. But if you can slow yourself down, you can still find enjoyment by doing that. Oh, that guy's gonna hurt. Draugr Scourge, two-handed. He's gonna take a chunk. I should have buffed up Lucian. About to level up on Cursed Rune here too. I'm glad that didn't trigger it. Okay, let's do some potions here. We'll do Regenerate Magicka is a good one. We'll do lots of little Magicka here to keep our rune going. I definitely don't want to go toe-to-toe with this guy. We'll go ahead and pop a light armor one now. We'll save... Ooh, we'll do some illusion here too. And we'll save the one-handed potions for in case we do have to go toe-to-toe with him very soon, because we're out of magic. Okay. Now we've leveled up. Ooh, he's going right through the wall on us here, huh? Let's go ahead and take that level up now in the heat of battle. We'll have a battlefield epiphany about how we can use this rune. Discord will be a nice one to get for some just direct damage at some point here soon. Mage Wreck. Drains Magicka in 10 feet. No. Cast Doppelganger on the target. That's awesome. We'll keep that in mind. Chance of Panic up to level 20. Chance of Berserker Rage up to 20. Since we're fighting a single enemy right now, I'm gonna avoid the Berserker and the Panic, which I'm guessing is Fury and Fear, relatively. Chance of Disarming, Soul Trap would be nice. We are an enchanter. Reduced attack damage would also be cool. Take 10 points extra damage on any hit for 30 seconds. That's cool too. Weakness to magic, nah. Slow movement, that would be good too. I think we gotta go with Mirror Curse though for the Doppelganger. Absolutely. Lucian, you good? Whoa, okay, that would have hurt real bad. And we got Doppelganger, nice. Okay, that's cool because we are also upgrading Doppelganger as an illusion spell. Very nice. That's one synergy I didn't know. So I might have to go through and do some Forgotten Magic focused build guides too, because those build guides are what I use to learn certain aspects of the game myself, and then I use that opportunity to share the knowledge with everybody else too.
Sorry.
But I'm hoping that at some point after I have like all this knowledge on these different guides, these different mods and different spells and everything, that I can use them to do more build challenges like the Astrologer and maybe like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, things like that. I have a lot of ideas, not a lot of time.
Was all that adventuring in Skyrim worth it, Grandpa Lucian? Why, yes, my lad, it was.
Okay, that one of those shouts must have triggered this already. Hey, Gail, welcome, and the wind. Hi, guys. Hope you're having a good. Hope you're having a good weekend. Yeah. So for the bot, it still doesn't seem to be working. The command didn't work. Last stream, the quote command did work a little bit for some people, so I left that in, but I stripped out everything else. I'm just looking for time to be able to fiddle with it and maybe get the Streamlabs version working. Where are these runes at? It must have been triggered by that shout that came right through me. Okay. Yeah, so quote's working. I don't know why nothing else is working. And quote seems to be intermittent too. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Death by dumbass is definitely a a major concern for me on these series. Heal and wail. There we go. Obviously, I've done this a few times.
Hold on, my boy, hold on. I thought it high time I caught up with you.
I'm excited to see what kind of Skyrim performance I can get off the new GPU. If I can get a locked 60 with like maybe upgraded draw distances and shadow details and things like that, that would be really cool. And also to completely eliminate the processing overhead from my encoder, because the 4000 series RTX cards are supposed to have upgraded encoders and decoders, so the codecs basically. So that means that that NVENC system should be more performant, hopefully. Okay, we're gonna need all kinds of magic resistance for this. This is always a tough fight, never comfortable.
Well, now, would you look at that? I never imagined we'd find something like this. Why is this buried so far within Sarthal? Is someone there?
I'm stuck! No! Okay. This game, I swear, will be the death of me. Okay, so we're gonna do resist fire, resist frost, resist shock. I wish I had. I do have a resist magicka. I'm sure I have plenty of them somewhere. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I did. I knew I did.
Nothing seems to work. Keep it busy. I'll try to.
Oh yeah, I'll keep it busy for you. The hell you want me to do? Yeah, keep it busy, Lucian. I know, yeah, that looked like it hurt.
No, attack.
There you go, I'll help you out a little bit. No! That didn't feel good, did it? Come and get it, you spicy bozo. Oh, that's Doppelganger getting on my thing. Alright, we'll take it. Whew. Alright. That was uncomfortable, for sure. But we got it. Now, the Galder Amulet is actually going to work really well for this class because it is like a very hybrid class. We use Magicka just as much as we use Stamina, just as much as we need health. So, We use a lot of different skills from a lot of different archetypes.
So deeply fascinating.
Jesus, keep it in your pants, Lucian. Feel like I'm in the middle of a magical artifact circle jerk here, and I do not want to be standing in between you guys. Stop! No! Get your nerd boners away from me. Oh my god. There is, well, no, so I'm doing my best to max it out, right? I want to be right on that line all the time. And plus, you know, we only got 10 VRAM on the 3080, on the base 3080.
This is simply fascinating. I have no idea. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Archmage needs to be informed.
And yes, I am at 60.
He needs to see this for himself. I don't dare
95% of the time.
Can you return to the college and
especially
inform
things like
Salvatore
modded
of this
forests
discovery? Please,
and
hurry.
CPU limited things like where there's a lot of NPCs around, especially with like high poly head. That takes it down a little bit. I go down into the 50s offline on the spot in Whiterun on the stairs there. About 53 is usually where it bottoms out when I'm not streaming, and then it goes into the 40s when I am streaming. And then just around the forests of Falkreath, just because there's a lot of trees, a lot of objects and everything there. That'll kick down into the 50s a little bit once in a while too. And the creation engine, it has like some kind of weird limits to things that even if you're not hitting 100% on your CPU, your GPU, or your memory, the frame rate just starts tanking in certain places. Like Fallout 4. If you go downtown with my current setup, I get drops into the 40s, sometimes into the 30s. And my GPU is at like 50%, and my CPU is at like 50%. And my RAM's not even getting close to being bottlenecked. So there's some kind of internal engine limits going on there too. It's not just a straight hardware concern all the time. I hope they have that figured out for Starfield, because it seems like they're going to have more dense areas in the pre-made cities that they have. And I don't want to be running a 4090 getting 30 frames per second in their populated areas, you know? Flawless amethysts. I have another one at home for him too, but I might be using that for gem dust for enchanting. And turns out that Duras Velinor is not Dragonborn. So we're not going to have access to shouts, but we're also freed from the obligation of the main quest line. Alduin is not a concern for us. So we get to focus on traveling Skyrim, performing and sharing our art, and sharing our wiener with groupies. Hot groupies. Okay, what time is it? 10 a.m. So we got a lot of daylight to spare. I hope Starfield is as Bethesda as it gets. I do too. I want it to be very familiar. I want it to be an extension of Fallout 4, which is an extension of Skyrim. But I want it to have vast improvements, obviously. There are a lot of ways that the engine can improve, and I believe they have the capability to improve it. It's just whether or not they want to spend the time on those performance issues, you know? I'm sure what's going to happen is they're going to improve a lot of things, a lot of ways, but then they're going to take a step back because you can't make any change without breaking something or causing a degradation in something. It's just the nature of software. It's so complicated that any single change you make is going to break something or cause a degradation or is not as good as it used to. And I feel like they're going to get a lot of flack for that. But meanwhile, people who are okay with little things like that going wrong because we're used to it, will be happily playing Starfield, while everybody else bitches and moans about it. And the thing is, yeah, every single major AAA launch has issues. It's plagued with bugs on launch. Launching is not a Bethesda issue anymore. It's not a BGS issue anymore. It's an industry-wide issue. And of course, there are some studios that do better at it than others. Every single AAA launch has issues. Some more than others. But I think because of BGS's track record with bugs and things like that, and especially with Fallout 76 being a real stinker of a release, and being what nobody asked for, not being the BGS game that they wanted, and really putting off the stuff that people did want even further because of their stupid little monetization trap game, that they're gonna have a very tight leash, a very short leash for things, for problems with the Starfield release. But that's just gonna be the way it is. So they're gonna be a lot of people very not happy with Skyrim, but I probably won't be one of, or not Skyrim, Starfield, but I probably won't be one of them. Oh, Lucian? Oh, yeah, he gets a little long-winded, doesn't he? I don't know. He also gives you lots of opportunity for banter with your NPCs. So I think Lucian would be great for someone like Gopher, or Couch Warrior, who kind of go by the seat of their pants and just have conversations with these NPCs. But yeah, he does get a little much. The thing is, though, he doesn't repeat himself a lot, right? I have played Outer Worlds. I played it for 20 hours on 2 separate occasions, so I have 40 full hours in it, and I feel like I bounced off it 2 times. I didn't enjoy it as much as I really wanted to. I don't know why. I can't really pinpoint what it was about it that I didn't like. I think maybe just the worlds being kind of restricted, not being open world, not having a big
you are relatively new
focus
here,
on exploration and combat, and more so on like dialogue, kind of turned me off a little bit. That seems to be where Starfield is going too, but hopefully BGS sticks with, you know, Fallout 3 versus Fallout New Vegas, because I was one of the ones who preferred Fallout 3 vastly to Fallout New Vegas. I just felt like there was more to actually do in Fallout 3
Home is where
Sir.
your heart is, right?
than there was in Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas was mostly like faction management. There was a lot of dialogue options, which appeals to a lot of people. But for me, it's like I want to construct my character in different ways and explore gameplay systems and explore the world and things like that.
Fellow members of the college. Are we clear?
Yeah, Savos is sexy, huh? You have too much personality for Lucian.
Please don't tell me that another one.
You can leave him somewhere like the Penitus Oculatus outpost for most of the time, since he's scholarly anyway. It makes sense to leave him there most of the time. Yeah. But also, I think a big draw of Lucian is the comments that he has on every place that you take him, and everything that happens. He has something to say about it, which, you know, we're talking about that as like something that's wrong with him, but I think that's also one of his biggest strengths. So it's a dichotomous situation.
I see. I trust that Tolfdir will provide a more
Kaleo and Lucian? Yeah, there you go.
explanation.
That was a big thing.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Tolfdir normally looks after your little group, yes? Since he's apparently occupied, and I will need to
Lucian did get on Kaleo's nerves, but that's what made that so great. It was a real odd couple situation.
And good work. The next time you find yourself
I think
exploring
he fits with certain
Nordic
types of
ruins,
characters and playthroughs and not
perhaps this
others.
will be
Yes, I
helpful.
believe so too, and that's why I don't always bring him along. If it doesn't fit the character, then I won't do it. See, this guy's a bard, and I think he fits very well with bard characters.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Also, characters with like a hard edge to him. I think the contrast between Lucian's sort of flippant, whimsical attitude and sort of like a harder edged, more somber or super serious character. I think that those two opposing ideas play off of each other really well. If you have anything in between, though, it's like they're probably just going to find Lucian annoying and not in a comical way. I think with Lucian singing, he's a good fit for Karn's bard character. Yeah, I believe so too. The thing for
There
me
you are. I've
is
been
when I
trying to
bump
find
into
you.
him.
I just wanted to let you know that I'm
yeah.
coming
So
to
I
rescue
don't.
you.
I have.
I think he's looking
I highly
for-
recommend it too. The disabling follower clipping mod.
I'm not sure. Just
So I don't actually run
don't
into
mind what
Lucian
you're
anymore. I
telling
run
me.
right through him, and he doesn't react. And welcome, Lotus or Ludus. Ludus, Lotus. I'm going with Lotus. A name that I haven't seen in chat before, so welcome. I don't think I've seen you in chat. Sorry if I have. Is there a problem?
No. Well, I don't think so. Between the two
It does
of
have a
us,
lot of
there
unique
are
commentary
rumors
on
about it.
most of it
That
is
this
not
advisor
repetitive. Yep,
position
that's the big
is a
thing.
sham.
So someone like Sophia has,
That
she
what he's
talks a
really
lot,
doing is
but she
spying for the
repeats
Thalmor,
all the
trying to feed them
time.
information.
And there's only so much of
Whether
that
it's
crude
true, I can't say.
humor you can take when
But
she
it
just
never
repeats
hurts to be a
jokes
little
over and over again.
suspicious, does it?
And hey, you know me, I'm all for crude humor, right? But same joke over and over again. Come on. All right. I'll say what I like to him, because I'm a bastard.
Of course. That's your choice. I just wanted to let you know.
All right, well, thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Ooh. I think we got another groupie. The sultry way she said that. I could teach you all about pleasure. You know that? You see this loot on my back? Oh. Maybe not. Man, I had this good pickup line all ready to go about this loot on my back and having nimble fingers. And also the drum so that she knows that I'm a bit of a savage with good rhythm. And she just walked out on me before I could get it all out. Yeah, well. They're a dime a dozen in Skyrim. Alright, so we gotta go talk to... We gotta find Mirabelle? I think we gotta find Mirabelle, right? Getting sidetracked by deep, engaging conversation. God damn it, guys. Stop being so damn interesting. I'm new, although I lurk a lot. Oh, okay. Well, welcome aboard. Feel free to speak up. We like to have a good time here. Keith, he likes Sermon. Lucian, Keith Sermon likes Lucian. Just don't like how often he sets off traps. Yeah, so I think he has like... Oh, I don't know. I'm running Nether's follower framework, which gives everybody Lightfoot. I don't know if that applies to Lucian, but he hasn't seemed to have set anything off for me so far. Yeah, this is a toggle follower collision. I go right through him, and he doesn't complain about me bumping into him at all. I highly recommend that, especially if you're playing like a summoner or a necromancer or somebody who plays with a lot of followers and minions. They don't get in the way of the player character and clog up hallways. But people who aren't followers or minions, they do have collision. So it doesn't take you out of the game too much. Note to self, cut back on Hugh. No, you don't repeat the jokes though, Wind. Your crude humor is top notch. Top tier crude humor. Okay, one quick check on my video card here.
Urag can be very...
Still out for delivery. Okay. Sorry about that. I'll be checking. I just don't want it sitting out. in front of prying eyes or in some kind of rain that we might be getting any moment. Where is Mirabelle? There she is.
I understand you're the one that found this orb in Sarthal.
You are correct. Yeah, the Archmage asked me to see you about class since Tolfdir is going to be busy.
Yes, from what I've heard, I expect Tolfdir will be occupied for some time.
Yep. He's got a real thing for big glowing orbs. Kept coming at my pants, and I was like, no, dude. Get your old wrinkly hands off me. What should I do if there's no class?
Well, perhaps it's time for some independent study.
Oh,
Check
yeah.
with Urag Broshab in the Arcanium.
Oh.
See if he's aware of any references to this thing that you and Tolfdir found. I'd like to know as much as we can about it.
All right, I'll go find the old orc and talk to him about my thing, I guess.
Oh, excellent. Looks like we've got some good old-fashioned research to do. My speciality.
Oh my god, you're such a nerd. All right, how about this? We'll keep doing this quest line if you do all my homework for me. All right? Deal? Something tells me you'll be happy to do all the homework. That way I can just piss fart around and flirt with all the girls. Nerd! Nether shouldn't be touching him at all. Yeah, I would be surprised if they don't give him the light foot perk. We'll have to see. He didn't trigger any runes or any traps. Tolfdir always triggers that one in Sarthal with the poison darts. Maybe Lucian did it this time. We'll have to figure that out.
It makes it impossible to determine if a book's been checked out.
I went to get some water. Which mod was that you were talking about with collision? I think it's called toggle follower collision. I'll try to post a note about it if I remember in the Discords. So, you know how with followers they like to stand in hallways and doors and stuff and block your way? Well, this makes it so you go right through them. Yoink. 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 And then Inigo and Lucian won't be complaining about you running into them. It only disables collision for followers and minions. So if you're doing a summoner character, it's really good. You'll go right through all your summoned minions and all that. But for other NPCs that aren't followers, they do have collision enabled. So I highly recommend this one. There are two different ones. This one has a bug with friendly dragons. So if there's like a dragon that you are supposed to ride, like in the Dragonborn questline where you have to ride what's his name to where Mirak is, then he starts clipping through the floors and everything. So they provide a console command called TFCL, so toggle follower collision, and then it disables this mod so that you can get through that part, and then you can re-enable it when you're done. Or if taming dragons is a big part of your gameplay cycle, then you can leave that off for dragon fights and stuff. Or things like Durnavir or Odaving, you'll have to disable it for them too. Any friendly dragons will clip right through the ground. But for the vast majority of play, it is a game saver.
Are you looking for it? You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium.
I've been trying to find the Deadly Reach enchantments for 2 playthroughs. It's hella rare.
No.
Yeah.
You require assistance.
For specific enchantments, especially super rare ones, I recommend Honed Metal with the Summer Mist plugin. So that way you can get your stuff enchanted from a mage, and they all just know it. But that does take some of the fun out of finding what you're looking for organically. But the random nature of it with all of those different enchantments is that you may go hundreds of hours without getting the enchantment that you want. But yeah, there are ways to get it otherwise. Unless you're on console, it could be a little harder. Here for the snacks. Uh-oh. Everybody cover your... tie up your scarves, everybody. Caladran's hungry.
And shall I be forced to wait until the end of the day as well?
300 hours and nothing. Yep, there you go. That's the nature of it with those enchantment mods. Okay. Need to learn something about something we found
I
in
know what you
Sarthal.
want. Word travels
Might
fast
consider honed
around
metal.
here.
Good.
Discovered some big
Yeah, just make sure you
mystery,
get the Summer
Well, you
Mist
don't even need to ask.
extension to it.
No, I don't have anything for you. Not anymore, anyway.
Or if you're on PC, you can just console it in. If you know the name of it, of the item that that has it. You have anything that can help?
I said not anymore. Orthorn stole a number of books when he ran off to Felglow Keep to join those summoners. Some kind
Found the
of
mod
peace
on Nexus
offering.
called Disable
I think
Follower
one of those
Collision, and that's the one with the
volumes may have had some relevant
TFCL.
information.
Because they have two different ones, and one
Talk
has
to Orthorn.
more side effects that I didn't want to deal with. But that sounds about right. Highly recommended. Especially, I'm doing a druid playthrough right now for a triumvirate. And having like the wood elf...
Let's just call
Having
it
the
a
wood elf
difference
beast
of
tongue power
opinion
through
with the
Imperius that
college.
gives you that
They
permanent
were interested
beast
in
follower.
research that
It could
goes
be like
outside
something
the
big
bounds
like a
of what
bear
the
or a saber
college
cat or
allows.
something
So they
small
were
and cumbersome like a
persuaded
wolf.
to leave.
It works for those too. And those guys tend to really get in the way. Dogs as well seem to have a much bigger collision box than they do just the visible model. You can go right through your dogs. Super good.
Not enough to bother with. Archmage Aaron's approach to these things is just to let them sort themselves out. Although now it looks like you'll be doing the sorting. Good luck with that.
All right.
Until next time.
So it sounds like we're heading back to Whiterun, Lucian. All right, what do we got? Hitting the books. We got to find stolen books at Felglow Keep. We also got Forbidden Legend. Investigate the cryptic message. I think there's a book in here somewhere that we can... Upstairs, okay. Oh, I was gonna look for the letter to start off the unicorn quest, but I don't have the CC installed on this profile. This is my profile, my Permadeath profile version 1.9. In Permadeath profile version 2.0, I have the vast majority of the Creation Club, the AE content installed and integrated and ready to go in my mod list. So, something to look forward to for the next character. Sorry about that. You're looking at the map, right? You weren't looking at that other thing.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
Yeah? Why don't you train me in
I shall
illusion?
explain to you the mysteries of the outer realm.
Oh, I've already trained with you. All right. Well, I'll see you again soon, all right? Not ready to level up yet. Oh, well. Let's see. I also do have... Let's get some books lined up for when Lucian is ready to learn some new spells. I want him to have courage and heal others so that we can selfishly have someone buff us up and heal us when we're when we're in trouble.
Till the end of the day as well.
But also a lot of the tanking duties might fall on Duras because he's the more seasoned warrior. So it only makes sense to have Lucian buffing him up and keeping him alive, right?
What? Why the audacity?
So now we need to find Mirabelle.
You there. I have questions for you. You were in Sarthal, yes? It has come to my attention that something was found there.
I'm sorry, yes.
Maybe.
I know full well that you have. Please do not insult my intelligence. Tolfdir is still there now, is he? I shall expect a full report when he returns.
And why does this matter to you?
Something was discovered in Sarthal that was significant enough that Tolfdir sent a new member of the college alone to deliver word. That sounds precisely like the sort of thing that should matter to everyone, especially me. Thank you for your
the
help.
library is
You may
in
go.
disarray. When books are strewn about here and there, it makes it impossible.
That guy's a real nerd. I think you'd get along with him.
I'm sorry. It's just the professor's
Let's see. We got Conjuration. No need. Although Lucian casting summons might come in handy at some point.
And shall I be
Mirabelle, where the hell are you,
well?
Mirabelle? Maybe she's upstairs. What time is it? 12:35.
regarding your training.
Don't she think she's back in the Hall of Countenance just yet? Drevis. Yeah, I think once I get the new GPU installed too, I might start messing around with some HTT physics. None of the bouncing boobs and stuff like that, but there's some like flowing capes and armors and stuff that I think really add a lot to the visual flair.
Falmor are hardly trustworthy at the best of times, and
Yeah, I even went with the small boobs version of the CBBE. Just because I think they look better in armor, and they look more realistic, and they're less distracting, right? Even if you're not a big boob guy or girl, I feel like they're distracting one way or another, right? They're either flopping around in your face and you're like, oh my god, those are huge, or they're flopping around in your face and you're like, oh my god, those are huge. You know? So I keep them small, keep them reasonable. They fit well in armor. They don't distract me from my current focus. And if my wife ever walks in on me playing this game, I don't get the side eye from her. It's a win-win-win all the way around, you know? No CBBE and stuff. Well, yeah, so I do the Never Nude. The CBBE just looks better. It's an improvement. Almost an objective improvement over vanilla. In fact, I would say it is an objective improvement over vanilla. And as long as you can get all the patches and stuff that work with it, it's good. Just because you're using a body replacer doesn't mean you're pervin, right? I'm doing Never Nude. I'm doing small boobs. Not doing anything that bounce. I just think they look better. So why not? Not into sexualized mods for this game. No, yeah, me either. Now, there is a legit use for it. 57 Strudel it seems like the most unlikeliest of people who has these kind of mods, but I think she runs Flower Girls just for the kissing and hugging animations. Because it's really hard to find quality embrace animations for screenshots and stuff like that. If you don't know, 57 Strudel has been a friend of the channel for a very long time. And she does some long-running fanfics with some screenshots and stuff. The link is in the description below if you like fantasy reading. Hard to do better than Strudel's writing. It's really professional quality work. But yeah, she has, I think she has Flower Girls installed just for the express purpose of getting the characters to pose how they could. In fact, she's got a funny story of
a valid school of magic, worthy of
her child walking in on her while she was experimenting with the animations and making some cheeky comments about what was going on her mom's screen, which is hilarious. Kissing and hugging is too far for you. That's fine. Let's see. No, not really.
I see.
I think Magus did this in his astrologer playthrough.
Rather than me hearing about it years or decades later when it whispers behind my back.
Restoration. I mean, it's valid if somebody's casting restoration magic on me, but I'm not gonna learn that. I'm gonna learn that lame crap. All right, what do you got for Sam?
So you wish to master the arcane arts?
Actually, I wish to have my follower know how to heal me. Let's see, looks like Healing Hands is the only one we have access to. Okay. All right, so what time is it? 1:07 p.m. Let's go check out the tavern here, see if there's a crowd enough yet to perform to. Nope, not valid. I think the hugging mod, I'm glad you're here, would be a nice alternative. Like to let you hug your friend companions such as Inigo. There's also a hug animation in AFT, amazing follower tweaks. But I think they just reuse the vampire bite animation, just without all the effects and squishy noises. So it's a little awkward. Seems like they're actually giving you a brief kiss on the neck than they are just hugging you. So it's kind of weird, you know? Apparently the Flower Girls animations work better. Which I believe. And the Glad You're Here one probably does as well. Sky Idols has a hugging animation as well. It is awkward looking. Hey, Malderoth, aka Macadamia. Welcome, welcome.
If there's anything you need.
Did you get your game back up and running after the new motherboard? I know you fried a computer at some point. Or it just died on you. Looks like I'm all full up on water. How am I doing on needs here? Doing well on needs. This place is a damn graveyard. But we gotta perform somewhere, right? Alright, let's do this. Alright, everybody, we got a matinee concert for you today. This one is about one of the master college, one of the master instructors in the college up there that you guys are all well familiar with. Well, we found something in one of the old ruins, and it turns out the wizard loves magic balls. So we're gonna call this one the Wizard's Magic Balls. Lucian likes it. Oh, Nelicar knows Tolfdir. He knows about the magic balls. Yeah. All right, this might be a little more. Oh, we got the life of the literal life of the party right here. Sam Guavine. We might have to go on a little side quest here, huh? 11 gold. Come on. All right. I know you guys are hurting out here for gold and commerce and stuff. Whatever. 11 gold. Sam did join in. Oh, now I'm getting hungry. Mild hunger, mild thirst. All right, we'll have an ale. We'll have the chicken breast. Have an apple. And the baked potatoes. Now we're sated. And we'll have some water. There we go. Hey, so you like the performance, huh?
You look like someone who can hold their liquor.
Oh, yeah.
How about a friendly contest to win a staff?
Drinking contest? You don't stand a chance.
We'll see about that.
yes, quite fine.
This is a special brew.
Very
Very strong stuff. Let's get started.
There haven't been any problems.
Yes, let's.
To your other customers?
You ready for this, Lucian?
Everything is quite
Down
all
the
right.
hatch.
I expect a bit of animosity now and then.
I see. Well,
I see a Grammy in your future. Thanks.
Your turn.
Here we go.
One down, my friend. One
Been a while
down.
since I've done this quest.
And another one for
It does
me.
gift you a powerful artifact, and it's fairly easy to get to that fort at the end, but once you get to that fort, it can be pretty challenging. Second drink, easy enough.
So
Even though I
says
did
you.
have that
I
ale
think I've hit my
right before I
limit
did
on
this.
these things. Tell you what, one more and you win the contest.
One more, no problems.
Wow, you've really done it. The staff is yours.
Sorry, just checking the status on my 4090 there too. That's great.
You know, you're a fun person to drink with. I know this great little place where the wine
I had so many
flows like
problems
water.
getting the
You should
3080
head
delivered
there.
that now I'm like,
Hey, you don't look so.
I'm paranoid about what might happen with this 4090 delivery. I hate doing mail order for these expensive items because you just don't know what's going to happen. on the road or in the air or being... Uh-oh. We crashed. Let's take a look. This rarely gives you anything you can use, really, but it's always worth a look. Ah. Just Sam, huh? Something going on with Inigo there, too. Yeah, not a lot. I've done this quest several times with this mod list, so... Let's just be, probably just a lighting thing. I know lighting can cause crashes, especially when you go into a new... So maybe I'll disable my quick light before I do the Sam Guavine thing. Let's clear overwrite. Yes, please. We'll get back in there. Instead of that Grammy, you just got to crash instead. Been a while since I CTD'd. Yeah, I lock up every now and then. Yeah, it tends to happen every 2 streams or so. Not a CTD, but yeah, a crash, or not a crash, a freeze will happen, like on a loading screen or something. I never get it when I'm not streaming. It's got to be just a resource thing. I hope this gets better with the new card. More overhead. Oh, big stretch. I got some good sleep last night, I gotta say. I sleep better when my wife's not here. Get the whole bed to myself. Not that we're stretched for, or squeezed for space. We got a king-size bed for the 2 of us, but the dog tends to take up a lot of room. We do let the dog sleep in the bed. Can't help it. All right, let's see, where are we at here? Right, okay, so that's not too bad. God Howard has deemed you worthy of his vaunted kisses. Todd be praised. I like the capitalization in there too. Well done, well done.
Welcome. Let me know if you want one.
Okay, we got to do the whole performance thing here. I call this one the Wizard's Magic Balls. Let's see if we get more than 11 this time. We let our cats sleep in our beds. Yeah, I don't mind it. The dog is small enough that if she gets a little too close for comfort, just, you know, sit up and move her over and go back to sleep. 11 septums, exactly the same. Jeez, never playing here again. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick save here. Just in case we get another crash.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor. How about a friendly
Ninja.
As long as he keeps paying, I suppose. He keeps to himself and isn't hurting anyone.
We'll see about that.
I think
This is
Birna
a
might
special
disagree with
brew.
you.
Very
It's not my place to
strong
get
stuff.
involved in their
Let's get
family's
started.
business, remember? You're the one
Surprisingly,
that told
don't
me to
crash
stay
a lot
out.
on Xbox, and I'm
I'll
at cap
start
for the
round
mod list.
one.
Nice.
Down the hatch.
Yeah, when the AE, the Anniversary Edition was new on PS5, I was crashing quite a bit on PS5, but they've fixed those issues for the most part now. I rarely crash anymore on PS5, and I hardly ever crash on PC except when I'm streaming. Here we go.
One down, my friend. One down. And another one for me.
Let me know if things get out of hand.
No, I think the last CTD I had on stream was when I discovered the face light issue.
And how about
I was doing conversation face light, and there was Brother Verilus in Markarth. Every time I talked to him, it would crash because of there were too many light sources.
So says you. I think I've hit my limit on
Pretty slim mod list, but never
Tell you
crash.
what, one more and you win the contest.
Yeah, it's a lot better now than it was. Wonder if it's a camera thing too. It might be.
Wow. You've really done it. The staff is yours. You know, you're a fun person to drink with. I know this great little place where the wine flows like water. We should head there.
Yeah, let's go.
You don't look so good.
I don't feel so good. Blackout. Need to get the Series X. Oh, okay. Let's see. What can I do about this? It seems to be, you know, I wonder if it's my, it might be my loading thing. Let's try that. Pause on load. Because it looks like Sam Guavine is still active when I load into the next area. I was in first person. It's the alternate conversation camera that switches it back out. So I was in first person when I activated, and I was in first person at the end of it too. I don't know if I can just stay in first person without disabling that mod. And I don't want to disable too many mods because it'll bork my save. This one is just an SKSE script. So no issues there, I don't think. Yeah, then it went to one person. Okay, we can try that. I mean, I was taking steps to stay in first person as much as I can, but there's only so much I can do with that alternate conversation camera. So first person.
You look like someone.
It kicks me back out to third person. I move back into first person.
Contest to win a staff.
Oh, are you sure of that? I think Birna might disagree with you.
It's not my place to get involved in their family's business, remember? You're the one that told me to stay out of it.
Pro tip, don't die. Yeah. Oh, that's the idea here. We can crash, apparently, but we can't die. Okay.
We'll see about that.
We'll give it one more shot. Third strike and you're out. We'll go do something else.
Let's get started.
Yeah, every time I enter conversation with him, it's going to kick me back out to third. The best I can do is just go back into first manually.
Your turn.
Yeah, it does that automatically.
One down, and another one for me.
Maybe there's a setting. I didn't think that there was a setting for alternate conversation. Yeah, I don't have an MCM for that. Maybe I'm running an older version for it. Yeah, I don't know. I've run this quest several times since I've had this mod list, but the only thing I can think of is that loading screen.
And how about you? So says you. I think I've hit my limit on these things.
No,
Tell you what, one more and you win the contest.
Let's just keep an eye on this.
Wow, you've really done it. The staff is yours. You know, you're a fun person to drink with. I know this great little place where the wine flows like water. We should head there. Hey, you don't look so good.
Big money, big money.
Wake up.
There we go.
That's right. It's
Ha!
time to wake
I was
up,
right.
drunken black
Never
and
doubt me. Never doubt me. My head.
Yes, your head hurts and you don't remember where you are. I'm guessing you also don't remember coming in here and blathering incoherently about marriage or a goat. Which means you don't remember losing your temper and throwing trash all over the temple.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I don't even remember how I got here, putting on the puppy dog face.
Well, you were deep in your cups when you got here.
Bards be persuading.
You were ranting, but most of it was slurred. You said something about Rorikstead.
All right. Ask about Sam. Let's see here. Night to Remember. What's the new one? Back in Markarth here. We got some unfavorable Daedra stuff going on. Getting a whole lot of campaign stuff. Repair supplies. We need the following to repair the broken staff: Giant's Toe, Holy Water, and Hagraven Feather. Alright. I might have some of that stuff already. We are an alchemist. Ooh, there's the giant's toe. Hag Raven Feather. Holy water. We got some holy water. Now we just need the Hag Raven Feather. It's got to be around here somewhere, right? I know I can just continue the quest without this stuff. Especially after that persuade check worked. But, you know, I just want to find it. Ooh, more holy water. May as well, in case we need extra. Just looking for these damn Hag Raven feathers. I might have some on hand back at Ryek's End, though. And we're going back to Whiterun anyway. So I'm not going to spend too much time looking for this. Random Potato. Be a good name for an indie band. Alright, yeah, I don't see the Hag Raven feathers anywhere. I'm sure they're around here somewhere. Might have clipped through the terrain or something, though. Lucian, do you remember what happened?
Lucian Flavius, reporting for duty.
Oh, you have nothing to say for once?
I'll be right behind you.
Alright. Okay, so where are we going here? Ask about Sam in Rorikstead. So we are going to Rorikstead. We've been to Rorikstead as part of the Agent of Mara questline that gave us some passive resist magic buffs. Save as soon as you get out of the dialogue. I think I missed that. It's fine now, though. What alternate start mod? Yes, I'm running Skyrim Unbound. No, I'm not running Reborn, just Skyrim Unbound. SSE. And I don't think I'm running any patches or anything for it either. Turn this light off, it's too bright. 2:02 p.m. All right, how am I doing on needs? Mild hunger, mild thirst. Let's take care of that. That might help with the hangover we got going on here. Doing just water this time. Although a little bit of hair of the dog wouldn't hurt, right? That'll help get us over this hump. Baked potatoes, chicken, salmon steak. There we go. God, it's bright out here. Am I right? We'll put the helmet on just to shade the sun a little bit, I guess. Is there anything else I wanted to do while we were out here? I don't think so. Let's just head to Rorikstead. I'll take the carriage. Saving is for the weak. I think I got the auto saves going anyway, so we should be good. Oh, I do want to turn on that pause on loading screen for permadeaths. I don't like to be killed before I can even move, so turn that back on. And I am going to clear out my overwrite folder. There we go. So, anybody got any cool plans for the weekend? I think I'm going to finish up Rings of Power. I've been really enjoying that series so far. It seems to be pretty polarizing. Some people don't like it because it sort of strays from the established lore of things. I don't mind a healthy bit of artistic license, really, ever, as long as it's good. And I think that Rings of Power is a quality production, and it's an interesting story, and I'm very engaged with the characters, so I've been enjoying it. I got some kung fu action movies, some Scott Adkins stuff that I want to watch now that the wife is away for a week, so I get full control of the TV. Play some games on my backlog, which I have over 3,000 games. So that, yeah, no, I'm right there. I don't have quite 3,000. I think I'm right around 500 though, which is still ridiculous. But things like The Outer Worlds, where I play it for like 20 hours and just decide I'd rather be doing something else, I tend not to stick with it. I did give Outer Worlds a second chance though, and I played it for 20 hours 2 separate times. But yeah, now I'm playing some other stuff. Some new stuff that came out this year too. So Metal Hellsinger is awesome. If you're a fan of like heavy metal music and boomer shooters, this one is like Doom Eternal meets like a rhythm game like Guitar Hero or something. So you get bonuses if you can shoot and kill, do like the glory death moves on monsters to the beat of the music that plays. And as you get like streaks going and everything, the music starts building up and then the vocals start kicking in when you get on these big long streaks and everything. It's just really badass. I like it a lot. So I might be working on that one a little bit too this weekend. And I also want to do some VR stuff. I plugged in the racing sim rig that I have with my VR headset. I have like a little fold-up seat and everything with a force feedback steering wheel. It's a lot of fun. I want to get through the career mode on that this week. Maybe this weekend too. We'll see. But there's only so much time I can spend in the headset before I start getting a little woozy, a little motion sick. So best in small doses for me there. Finishing setup here and getting the character built. Nice, looking forward to that. Villages, M through Z, Rorikstead, please. Just chilling and writing some more Kosh, maybe a little Skyrim Final Fantasy 14. Very nice. Yeah, that's another one that I bounced off of, but I do plan on going back on, is Final Fantasy 7 Remake, the Intergrade upgrade. I was a big fan of the original PlayStation 1 game. I played that. I think that was the first game that I played for multiple hundreds of hours. All the ingredients and the butterflies. So I'm looking forward to getting back to that. And I kind of got into a Final Fantasy mood one day and I installed it and started playing it, but then I got sidetracked with Skyrim stuff. So I do plan on going back to that. There's some nuances to the combat in that game that I want to start fresh on. So I'll reinstall that at some point and give that a proper playthrough.
That's it. Tomorrow. I'll let you know tomorrow.
Outer Worlds didn't intrigue me either. I played maybe 5 or 6 times, still have yet to finish. Yeah, I probably won't go back to it at this point. I'm starting to discover that
in this town again. What do you have to
I'm
say
not a
for
big
yourself?
fan of Obsidian games. I want to like them. I see the quality. They're right up my alley. It's just for some reason when I play them, they don't stick for me. I would just rather be playing BGS games or something else. It hurts my heart to say that and to come to that realization because there is quality there. I should love Obsidian games. I just, for whatever reason, I get 10, 20 hours into them and I'm just like, you know what? I would rather be playing something
Don't you
else.
think of coming back to Rorikstead until you get her back from that giant.
Shopping for Argonian things. You are well on your way on that. You got some really cool pieces. That's going to be a fun... when is the Lusty Argonian stream going to happen, Wind?
You didn't seem to need either to sell Gleda to the giant in the first place.
Oh, this guy's going to be a
I
harder
think you'll
persuasion
figure it
check.
out.
Oh, boy. Listen, peasant, tell me everything and you won't end up like your goat.
Okay, okay. Most of what you said didn't make sense, but you left a note. The only bit I could read said, after repaying Isolde in Whiterun. That's all I know. See you.
Isolde in Whiterun, okay. I would really like all this wheat, but I think I have some planted in Ryek's End. Okay. So off to Whiterun. Let's see, do we want to fast travel this? We've been on this road before, so I don't feel particularly motivated to run the whole thing again. We ran this road a couple times when we were doing Mara's quest line, the Agent of Mara quest line, between here and Euchre's Monument. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the carriage ride back to Whiterun. It would be a nice day for a hike, but this is territory we've already explored, for the most part. Don't know yet. Need a plan and promote it. Don't want to get all fancy and have no one there. That's fair. That's fair. You gonna be doing any makeup for like scales and stuff? You gonna do some practice on that? Have you decided? I think I'm gonna take a mental health break this weekend. Maybe take a nice long drive somewhere. There you go. That's always good. Am I remembering correctly? Were you in Hawaii, Maldorath, or were you like stationed there in the military or something? I feel like you had some sort of history in Hawaii. Because I feel like there's not a nice long drive to anywhere in Hawaii. You can go on a nice long drive, but you don't have to, right? You could go all the way around the island 4 times in like an hour. Buying the makeup today and we'll practice to make sure it works. Very nice. Man, that's going to be a cool stream. What am I doing here? We're looking for Isolde. Do I have a mammoth tusk to give her? Doesn't look like it.
What do you need? Go ahead. Load me up.
When did you get this staff? He must have picked it up during that fight. All right, well, if you want it, you got it, buddy. No mammoth tusks. Well, whatever. Isolde, if you have a mammoth tusk for her, she will give you free speech training. So that's why I was looking for that. I know that there's one here in Whiterun that I can steal, but we are lawful neutral. So we're not going to be stealing anything if we can help it. Our boy here is making a legitimate attempt to be on the straight and narrow in order to further his music career. Although with the sort of infamous persona that he has, being like sort of this anarchist punk rocker, you know, a little bit of larceny might go a long way to promote his material. I used to travel to Hawaii every year. I did go there a lot in the military as well. I'm in San Francisco now. Oh, you're pretty close to the wind, I think. Not the same city or anything, but you know, within a few zip codes, I think, at least.
How's it going?
Same time zone, that's for sure. Not just speech, you can also romance her after. Yeah, she becomes a marriage
pretty much
candidate.
Anything to suit your needs.
We don't have any archers. I'm going to take that slow burning and the conjurer as disenchanting fodder.
Good luck out there.
Maybe we'll hit up Berengar while we're at it here too. Ah, there's the woman we want to see.
So, you're finally back. Look, I've been patient, but you still owe me.
Okay. Yeah, I've been getting that a lot.
Oh, what's wrong? Did the engagement fall through? Look, how about we call it even, as long as you bring back the wedding ring? That's really a shame. I was so looking forward to the wedding. You said you'd have all the most interesting guests.
Oh, we got a potential spam phone call. We'll let that one go. Do you know what I did with it?
You went right out to give it to your fiancé. Don't you even remember where you left her?
After
you
no.
told me that sweet story of how you met in Witchmist Grove, I can see why she left you.
I mean, I really tied one on last night, so I don't really remember. Wait a minute, you said engagement? You know, I just need to get to the wedding now, so please.
You must have had a wild night if you can't remember that. But I suppose everyone gets the jitters before their wedding. And I did say you could take a bit of time paying me back.
That's
you
right.
said the ceremony was going to be at Morvenskar. Don't forget you still owe me.
Indeed, indeed. Let's just say the check is in the mail. All right.
Farewell.
Thank you, Isolde. Whew, that was a close one. $2,000? That must have been a nice ring. This this bride-to-be of mine better be freaking hot for that. 2,000. Yeah, for that kind of ring, be a nice little trophy wife there, huh? Hot little number.
Good afternoon.
Speech. Interesting that ending a sentence with XD erases everything prior. Okay. The check is in the mail. What, you thought I meant I was paying you? Aha. That is a very good out. A nice little loophole. Might have to remember that one. Two things. Okay. Are we talking mail order bride? Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna get ourselves in trouble here. So let's see. We're looking for Witch Mist Grove. So we might have a little bit of a cross-country adventure. We got Morvenskar, Witch Mist Grove. Okay. All right, Morvenskar might be a little above our pay grade. We're gonna need to have a lot more resist magic potions to take that on. We might need them for Witch Mist Grove, and we'll definitely need them for Felglow Keep. So let's do this. Let's make a little bit of a beeline to Ryek's End over here. Mix up some potions just to get us ready for the magey type enemies that we will encounter soon here. All right, let's get on it. We can skip out on the whole Witch Mist Grove there, but I really want to see how hot our betrothed is for a $2,000 ring. Collect some butterflies on the way. They're good for potions. Yoink, 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 yoink. So are you going for a lusty Argonian maid character as well, Wind, for that stream? You gonna be cosplaying as your own character? I think somebody did a lusty Argonian maid character not too long ago. Was it Bellisaurus, maybe? A lot of illusion and speechcraft, things like that. Seemed kind of fun to play. Maybe it was PC Outcast. It was one of those two. It was Bellisaurus, you think? I remember it being Bellisaurus. It seems like something right up his alley. Maybe. Oh, okay. She's being coy about it. Fudge Muppet also did one. There's also a build on Tamriel Vault. Okay. No, this one, This one was fairly recent, I think, the one that I'm thinking of. I don't remember Fudge Muppet doing one too recently. I think it was Belisarius. You know, it might have been Fudge Muppet, now that I'm thinking of it. They don't do too many builds anymore, but they have done a couple this year. Whatever happened to the Skypothesis brothers? They seemed to fall off the planet. They did. They started doing some Fallout 4 builds, and then they started doing, they started a new season of Skyrim builds, but then they only did like one or two, and then they just completely disappeared. I think they mentioned still being in college and getting busy with some midterms and finals and things like that. They just never came back. I feel like they'll come back at some point when their life calms down a little bit. But usually when something happens like this, Skyrim burnout tends to be a big deciding factor on it too. So I wouldn't expect them back anytime soon, but they might make a grand re-entry. Kruger is one of my favorite build guys too, and he just had a triumvirate warlock build that came out yesterday or the day before, and he'd been gone for months too. So they do come back. Kids can't handle the Sky Guy. Yeah, no, they haven't done anything new anytime recent. I'm in their server and they haven't been active, though the server itself is active. Okay. Hey, Tom Moore. Welcome, welcome. Warm Sands, friend. Glad to see ya. There's also Grey Mischief and Wicked Wind. Yeah, they're more gameplay dungeon clear stuff. They don't really do the builds. But they do have some really cool gameplay combinations that they do. I'm a big fan of both of them. They're usually just like 1 or 2 minute videos of them doing just crazy stuff, clearing out dungeons and stuff. And it's cool to like see how they combine abilities and spells and gameplay and in creative ways. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of almost any Skyrim content, to be honest. I'm not really that picky. Good old Fevy. Yeah, so my problem with Fevy and the guys who do the non-voiced stuff that is longer is that I usually, the time that I have to absorb content is while I'm working. So it's mostly background stuff. If I can listen to it, and then if I hear something interesting going on, then I'll divert my attention from work back to whatever the YouTube thing is for, 30 seconds to a minute, and then I'll go back to work. Is that you have to be watching the whole time and reading, and that's hard. That's hard for me a lot of times. Gonna leave the alchemy and the illusion one. Conjurer. Summon Daedra up to level 20 or put under your control. Okay, that's cool too. I want to do this Galder Amulet Fragment. There we go. Magic skills are 10% more effective and increase 10% more quickly. That'll work. Now we're mostly need, I think we're good on paralysis poisons. We definitely are. I could use some more Fortify Illusion. Not going to need a whole lot of armor defense here. One-handed, not going to need a whole lot of that, but we are going to need a bunch of frost, fire, and magic resist potions. And shock. Let's concentrate on those. Switch out for the alchemy helmet here. Kruger is good as well, as you mentioned. Yeah, Kruger's one of my faves. Discovered another build channel more story-driven as Taproot. Yeah, there was another one that was story-driven too that was really cool, and she hasn't really done anything. There was like a female voiceover on it, and I don't remember the name of the channel, but she hasn't done anything in months either. Was it Taproot? It might be Taproot. We might be talking about the same thing. Great backstories. Watched Kruger's recent video. It was really good. It definitely was. Worth the price of admission just for the explanation on the triumvirate spells. Some of those can be kind of complicated, and you did a great job explaining how each one of them worked. It's fantastic. Okay, what did we say we needed? We need some Fortify Illusion. We'll do a bunch of those if we have enough. Dragon's Tongue we have. Scaly Foliota. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Got 10 of those now. Now we just need a bunch of resists. Do we have the resist? Okay, yeah, we do. We have a lot of snowberries. Fly Amanita I'm going to save because I can make expensive potions with those. And then we'll do... Oh, we got to level up. That's good. We'll keep that for tactical reasons. Resist Frost. Ooh, we got a lot that we can do here. We need... We can probably ignore Resist Poison, but we need Resist Magic and Resist Shock. Not very powerful at the moment, only 8%, but that 8% could be the difference between life and death. And if we're standing in a concentration spell stream, like a Frostbite or something like that, that becomes additive for each tick. And Resist Shock might also be a lifesaver. Okay, let's put all this stuff back and then we'll truck on over to Felglow Keep. Wait, I do want to see how I'm doing on health potions too. Oh yeah, we got plenty. We're good here. Do any of you all watch Lyle Shub? That doesn't sound familiar to me at all. I've been subbed to him since he had like less than 100 subs. No, I haven't heard of him. I'll have to... Oh, I need that. I'll have to look into him. Lyle Shub, huh? Might have to watch. My Xbox character just lucked up on all the spell tomes. A wolf killed the Riverwood. Oh, nice. The triumvirate stuff. Yeah, a triumvirate chicken. I've been trying to avoid him like the plague because that, yeah, having access to all of them all at once. Not only is it broken, but let's admit it, once you get to a certain level, regardless of your overhauls, you're gonna be overpowered. But having access to all of them is a bit like drinking out of a fire hydrant, even without the just being overpowered for a lot of it. It'd be too much. Too much all at once. Looking at merchants for my Draugr character, I came across a cheese merchant and thought of Jiggy. Nice! He was at like 92 subs. Oh, nice. You were doing it before it was cool. YouTube Skyrim hipster over here, Silent Echo. Maybe you'll be saying that about me someday. I was watching him when he only had 700 subs. I think you were actually here before that. Maybe like 400 or 500 subs. Maybe even less than that. Lyle Schnub spelled it wrong. Okay. Lyle Schnub. I'll try to look into him. And I should have taken that out. And with the chicken, yeah. I don't know. It's not like it's that hard to get all those... I I think he left it in there for console players, probably.
Toss a coin
I don't
to
know.
your hero.
Oh no.
Of white.
No, Lucian. I didn't know that he was updated that regularly. That's funny. I wish he hadn't run into me. I wanted to hear the whole thing. The whole toss a coin to your Witcher. Putting that in all of our heads. Okay, I think we're okay on encumbrance. On our way to Felglow. Now we should have some wolves on the way. Nothing too crazy. Now getting into Felglow can be a challenge. I did lose a permadeath character there once. 5:59 p.m. It's gonna be bedtime by the time we get out of here, but you know, that's all right. I'll do this all off stream, getting all the ingredients. There are some useful ingredients out here. You'll get there, you think? Yeah, I could do a better job promoting this stuff. I've been dipping my toe into the Reddit cesspools. It seems like a good source of new viewers. I put my astrologer build up on the Anai Scion Reddit, and it was really well received. I didn't really get any kind of negative feedback on that whatsoever, and did get a few new subscriptions from it. So maybe that's something I'll do going forward. And I do have a little bit of backlog on my build videos now that I could probably release those on that subreddit weekly. All the existing stuff. We use a mod that makes spell learning very difficult, so it's not an issue. Oh, nice. What mod are you using? I used spell research for a while, but it was just a little tedious getting the spells that I wanted. Especially for buildcraft. We're right at dusk now. We got a sunset going on over here, which is causing some interesting things with the lighting. Looks great though. Just visibility is not super good at the moment. Okay. Get some free spirit favor. There we go. We all good now? Should get some extra gold from this guy. No, guess not. Maybe it was this one. There it is. Yeah, we gotta not forget that we can use Spirit Walk now. Very powerful ability. That is the power that Imperius gives to Dunmer. For 30 seconds, I think it's 30 seconds. It might be a full minute, but I think it's 30 seconds. 45 seconds, split the difference there. Expend only 2 spirit favor to summon 2 random invulnerable ancestors. So they're completely invulnerable. They're very powerful. You get it for 45 seconds, regardless. Maybe we'll use that. We'll save that one for the caller. That can be a tough fight. What's that glowing green thing? Oh, I know what that is. Got the dog barking at the door here, which could either mean that she hears somebody closing a car door down in the end of the block, or it could mean that there's somebody at the door. So I might pause here real quick and check that out. I'm about due for a break anyway, and I could use a little snack.
Once was a hero named Lucian Flavius, whose singing and writing and looks were just marvelous.
You know, the whole conceited thing doesn't work for you. It works for me, doesn't work for you. So maybe take it down a notch, all right? Okay, I'm gonna go check that out. I'm gonna get a snack and I will be back momentarily, okay? 4090 unboxing when? If I get it during the stream, I don't know that we'll do a full unboxing. I'd be afraid to drop something. But I can definitely show off the box itself. YouTube. All right, I'll see ya. Boom, back. That was a false alarm. Nobody at the door. Did look like we got some rain though, which is good, much needed. And we got Truth Exile in the chat. Seems like a new name. It says search for live games, games that you want to watch. And Skyrim, obviously. Well, I'm glad you found me. If you like Skyrim, you found the right place and the right people. That's for sure. Been playing this game for 11 years now. Still going strong. Thousands of hours in the game. Hundreds of different characters. All different platforms. So you're in good company here. Spell Tutor. That one I haven't heard of. I've heard of Better Spell Learning. That one seems less grindy than Spell Research. There's a dog bark. Yeah, there's the dog barking, indeed. She's pretty good. She's really good most of the time. She's just a perfect little pet. When she barks, it's because there's somebody out there, or she hears something down the street. Or she yips at me when she wants a treat real bad. But other than that, she's perfectly behaved. Wouldn't trade that little dog in for anything else in the world. Yeah, Dunmer was actually the first race I ever played. When I first booted up Oblivion for the first time, I read the little backstories on each of the races. And Dunmer was the one that was like 100% all in on Dunmer. Okay, what do we got over here? Familiar. Who is fighting me? Is this one of the mages? No, this is just some random wood elf, I think. I might be able to calm him. Oh, Lucian. Look at him using that Staff of Uric. That staff is not that strong for me. For whatever reason, the Staff of Uric Galderson does not scale with the destruction potions when every other staff does. Made quick work of him. Lucian playing with his staff, fast and loose. I like it. Ooh, it's really dark. All right, let's get prepped for this battle here. We're gonna have 2 mages and an unbound flame Atronach here. So we'll do some regenerate health. We'll do regenerate magicka. We will do Fortify Illusion. Let's see if we can calm some people, take them out of the fight. We're going to do some Resist Cold, Resist Fire, Resist Frost. Oh no, we already have Resist Cold. Resist Magic, Resist Shock. All of these stack. As long as you take different potions, they will stack. If you take potions doing the same element, then they won't. It's just whatever the strongest one or the last one that you take is. What else? Regenerate stamina? Yeah, we could use some of that too. Why not do some fortify stamina there too? All right. Let's buff up Lucian here. Let's see if I can calm some people first to get them out of the way, and then we'll do Doppelganger. This can be really tough. No. Try. Ooh, yeah, nice. Good job, Lucian.
This is rather exciting.
You think so? It's rather terrifying to me. Lucian is just wrecking shit. Did I get him? I did not get him. I hit the terrain. Stupid aim assist. There we go. Got him that time. Or her, it sounds like in this case.
Cleared out, I guess.
All right. Okay, that is always a tense fight because of the terrain and the different kind of enemy NPCs that come after you. So, I am glad to have gotten on the other side of that. We did lose a permadeath character, our Bosmer Knight, I believe? Or was it a Bosmer Warrior? It might have been a Bosmer Warrior. No, it was a Knight. Bosmer Knight. He was a Legionnaire. With his legendary spear. Okay, one more mage over here. There he is. Wait, is the mage over here? Or am I just looking at the... Dead chicken? No, there was another... Another bad guy over here somewhere. I just haven't found him. Is that him? There he is. Okay. Let's dive in. Now, maybe some resist poison would have been helpful for this first area with the spiders, but I think I have some already ready to go. Yeah, I do. Okay. That resist potion will resist some magic, resist some frost, shock, and we'll get fire in the favorites menu there just in case. There we go. Now there are some armed traps around here, so we're gonna have to keep an eye out for those. There we go. Now I have the Fury spell active. I'm gonna see if I can tag one of these spiders with Fury and get them to fight each other. There we go. And I'm going to try to get Doppelganger on the mage. Got him. Man, Lucian is just lighting it up. Look at this guy.
Have you considered not trying to murder me?
Way to try to talk it out like a civilized adult there, Lucian. I don't think he's listening. Getting the venom. Don't need the meat, I don't think. Ooh. There's a little fishy in there. I'm just gonna say it. I kind of like the fishing that they included with the AE version. I've been playing it on my other profiles now that I got all that stuff integrated. And I like it. It's a nice source of ingredients that are normally hard to find, or at least, you know, limited by the environment. Okay, we're gonna see if Lucian has a Lightfoot perk. Looks like he does. No traps. So I don't know if that has something to do with my mod list, or if it's just a more updated Lucian, since he was doing the toss a coin to your Witcher song. Which means it has to be fairly new, right? But he definitely didn't trigger that pressure plate. So he does have the Lightfoot perk in my game. What is that, Hunterborn? Yeah. To extract the venom. You can extract venom from spiders and Charis, and they each give their own specific kind of poison. You can also extract blood from trolls and werewolves. And you can use them in specialty potions. That you can cook up at on a cooking pot. Oh, no, he's got a ward. Okay, but we're protected.
This is
Oh, he's a tough one. Yeah, it is.
Is it over? Did we win?
Well done, Lucian. All right, Lucian, how do you feel about vampires? Do they make you uneasy? Because we could definitely use your help. Or we could definitely use their help. It looks like these mages were doing experiments on these vampires. I'm gonna let them out. I'm gonna let them out. We have a shared enemy. How's my encumbrance doing? It's getting closer. Inching up.
Look out! Hello?
Plus, they got a murder boner for these mages, and they might be able to be meat shields for us. At least we don't have to do it, huh? We can help out, though.
I was just a pretty face. Is that the best you can do?
Stop struggling. I'll give you a swift and beautiful death. I am part of your...
Yeah, now we got the cavalry.
Is that all of them?
Might be. Hey, thanks for the help, guys. Remember this next time you get hungry. We're on your side. And we don't taste very... We eat a lot of garlic, so... We wouldn't make for the best snacks. Oh, sounds like they triggered that poison dart trap, which shouldn't bother them too much because vampires are immune to poison. Yeah, the zombies are a little bit of an eyesore. We'll take their hunting knives and their gold, though. Ooh, I got hiccups. Okay, I hear wolves now.
Just let me out of here. I only wanted to help you.
Okay, let's see if I can calm this guy before he can let his wolves out.
That was pathetic.
Yes, I can.
It didn't even do it. Go, boys!
Ah, crap. It's too shifty. Ah. Wolves. Alright, you take care of the wizard. I'll take care of the wolves. No, you're not taking care of the wizard. Is he going to get help from his friends? Yeah, he is. Here, let me help you out here first, Lucian. If you're gonna run in all gung-ho like that.
Fire, frost, or lightning, you will suffer at my hands.
Oh, will I?
I'm getting out of here.
You think you stand it?
All right, this is it's a little hairy.
Another fight! I'm staying out of this.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die. No, we're not gonna die. Woo! That health went down to a pixel. Oh my god. All right. I think I swallowed my tongue. Is that you, Lucian, or is that the other guy? Oh my gosh, that storm! All right. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna wait here for a little bit. We're injured, probably a chest injury because my stamina keeps draining automatically. You good, Lucian? Wowzers. Okay, that was tough. They're dead. Can't fool them. Whew. Yeah, as soon as you have a spell in one hand, those wards go up, and that is a pain in the buttocks, for sure. Pain in the hiney. Pain in the caboose. Pain in the rump. Electric charge is destruction. Can't use it, but I will sell it. And here comes the stamina back, so we're feeling better now. Oh my goodness. Man, that shock really took it out of us. And I had taken resist magic, resist shock, and it was still going right through us. Just deleting our health bar. Man, that was crazy. Okay. Lordy, lordy. Okay. No, fight your friends. You had so many friends so close to you. Why did you come over and get us? Ah, stupid ward. Oh no. This is gonna get hairy.
Knew it. Out of our guide.
Come and get it. Or not. Anything else? Anyone else? Oh, this is tense, guys. Got a bunch of crispy critters here. Lucian just flame broiling everything that he sees that moves. I like it. Todd! Indeed. Just look down, then up. Oh, I didn't even realize that was a viable tactic. I don't know that I've seen Slack do that, but that's pretty ingenious to get him to drop the wards. That's interesting. Interesting. Learn something new every day, huh? Oh, Maldaroth didn't know about that either. Just aim at the ground, then back at them. They'll drop the ward for a split second. Interesting. I mean, that usually is... I try to work that into my playstyle. Like, if they have the ward up, then if you're playing like some kind of a spell sword, Nightblade, Bard character that, you know, uses both magic and melee, then that's a good cue that you need to switch tactics if you have those tactics available. But if you don't, if you're playing a pure mage or something, then definitely. Oh, Caladran didn't know either. Neither did Gale. Look at that. We're learning. See? My streams, they're always entertaining and educational. All right. I'll just make a note. Works best with archery. Mages need a bit of luck. Okay. Well, I mean, even with archery, you're still doing most of that physical damage. The ward, mainly a concern with magic, right? That's a tough familiar.
Ow! Can we discuss this?
Have to switch to first person in the tight corridors like this.
Yeah.
You're pathetic.
Help over here.
Oh, there goes the ward.
Mercy! What the? Don't do that!
So I did take the Disciplined Fighter perk, which reduces stamina consumption on power attacks. But as you can see, ooh, Rapturous Trance. Calming them for 88 seconds regardless of level after a channel time. The amount of time required is equal to 25% of the target's level plus 5 seconds. That is way too long when I can just take a potion to boost my illusion skill. But Rapturous Trance, might be able to use that to construct another spell. That's from Arcanum. Love Arcanum. Conjuration increase, not going to use it, but we'll take it. And then that's going to tempt us for Hermaeus Mora. We're not into Hermaeus. Not our kind of guy. But we will take his soul gems here. And these are all glowing, so that means they're all filled, which we can use to increase our enchanting skill. Man, this collar fight is going to be tough. Ouch. Time to refresh the frost and magic resistances here, I think.
This is highly unfriendly.
Yeah, it is. Way to fry him. Good job. Now we're going to have another couple of mages and another flame atronach here, so let's go ahead and re-up on our fire. We'll do Doppelganger on the Flame Atronach, because I don't think she wants to get calmed.
Take this!
Raismian won't leave me alive.
Who are you shooting at, Lucian? She's dead. Now she's overcooked. Great. There goes all the tenderness, all the juiciness. Just burn it to a crisp. Typical Imperials. Can't stand the sight of any blood on their meat. Or even just a little pink. See if we can disenchant some stuff while we're at it here. Nothing that we're not already using. Okay. Okay, got a few more bad guys in this door over here. Get ready for that. Oh, another shock wizard. And I missed the fury. Ooh. So tough. Resist shock and more resist magic. Yeah. Didn't realize Lucian was such a psychopath. His stock just went up. I know, right? Not getting a whole lot of good mileage out of the Fury spell here, and that's because they seem to be targeting me first. With Calm and Fear, at least, the effect takes hold pretty much right away. With Fury, it takes a minute for them to get off your case. Hey, Mr. B. Welcome, welcome. Happy weekend to you, sir. Hope you're having a good one so far. That one's barred. Alright, so let's move to Doppelganger since Fury doesn't seem to be working in such close quarters.
Is someone there?
Ha! Got them both. Ooh, made quick work of them. I like it. Now, I always thought there was a skill book around here somewhere, but I don't think there is now. I've been through this a few times. There is a spell book right here, though, and I think that's a leveled loot spell book that gets placed there randomly. Okay, now we got another Atronach coming up and a couple more wizards that we have to deal with. A couple more mages. The mages we can deal with the Calm spell. The Atronach we cannot. We'll have to have Doppelganger for that one. So let's take care of her first. Ouch.
Come on.
Did I get him?
Oh,
they're both going after that Doppelganger. Ouch. Switch. Ah, get out of there. Atronach, go boom. Okay. That got a little wonky too, not gonna lie. We made it out though. Grisly Spectacle, Cleansing Meditation. This is a spell from Arcanum that allows you to heal, and then you can send out a burst that staggers people. Where is Lucian, by the way? Did Lucian die? Is he not essential? Lucian, where'd you go, brah? Juicy Lucy, where are you? Oh. You okay? Nope, you're stuck. Well, let's disable you and enable you. Disable.
what
You with
can I
us?
do for you?
Oh, you're back. Good. All right. You following? Here he comes. All right. Phew. You're too good of a meat shield to give up at this point. Gonna need you for that collar fight. I think he's essential while he's your follower and becomes protected if you dismiss him. Interesting, so you can kill him. Gotta love him. He's got some control issues though, one of the reasons I stopped using him. Ah, okay. I've never really had a problem with him. I just, I have a few characters that he actually fits well with. Or the characters that I do have that he fits well with, they don't make it to Falkreath on a very timely manner, I suppose, to make full advantage of him. But in the times that I've used him, I really haven't had a problem with him. Hopefully it stays that way. That looks like the hair on there looks like Hagraven feathers. I was like, ooh, Hagraven feathers. I like that.
You do know where you're going, don't you?
Kinda. I got a pretty fair idea of where I'm going. Oh, Maldorath, did you find that there was a skill book? I have the skill books glowing. And I do remember there being a skill book in that room somewhere. But last few times I played, I've checked it, and I just couldn't find one. It's somewhere else within the keep. Interesting. I think maybe it reminds me of the library in the Vermina's quest line at Suncaller Temple. And there are skill books in there, I believe. But any place that has like books and shelves all over the place, it probably just, I'm getting them confused. All right, Lucian, need you to carry some things for me. Wow, you are in a good mood for the situation, aren't you?
Donations are always appreciated. Oh, you want the stuff back? We can discuss that later.
All right, whatever. Just, I can't walk right now, so help me out here a little bit. And you can use some of this stuff if you want. Oh, he likes the Dwarven helmet. I had the Dwarven helmet off stream when I gave him the Nordic open-faced one, but I like being able to see his face. Since he does have a lot of dialogue and everything, you kind of make a better connection with the character if you're looking at his face while he's talking. Okay.
I'll be right behind you.
You look completely ridiculous, but I'm okay with it. At least I can run now, which is kind of a necessity. All right, we're gonna get the scary autosave right now. I'm gonna do a quick save just in case it causes problems, but I always get this huge hitch coming up right here where it tries to autosave because we're about to do something crazy. There it is. And it always scares the crap out of me, but I was ready for it this time. Okay, let's just make sure we have our hotkeys all set up correctly. We have paralysis, that's good. We're probably going to use that. We probably need to switch to something we have a little more stock of as far as health potions go. So let's get that favorited. Restore health. That one should be 4. Okay, and we'll buff everything up once we get in there. I just want to make sure I have it in my favorites menu ready to go. We're good on fire. We got one of frost. Let's put a few more on the frost here. Shock, same thing. How we do on fire? We're good. Poison we won't need. Stamina should be good. All right, we'll take all of those before we start fighting the collar. We actually might not even need to fight the collar, depending on our persuade checks. We'll see how it goes, but we should be ready for it just in case. Need to add a bard expansion to my load order. I thought about it.
So you're the one who barged into my home and laid waste.
I just don't know how much value I'm going to get out of it. I don't play bards all the time, really only when I randomly roll them. It'd be nice to have in there, but I like for the permadeath stuff to have things that are like recognizable and not to go too far off the beaten path as far as what's there in the vanilla game and what's not. Well, I'm here for the books from the college.
So you're just one of Arin's lackeys. That's
something like that.
You real promise. You come here, kill my assistants, disrupt my work. You've annoyed me, so I don't think I'll be giving you anything.
Oh, come on. I can be a really persuasive, charming bastard. There's been enough bloodshed. No need for more if I can leave with the books.
Fine. Take
there we
them
go.
And be gone. Never return here, or else you'll face my full wrath.
And we still have yet to... Okay, so we avoided that completely. That's good. We still have yet to free Orthorn, too. So maybe we'll go back through there and get him on our way out. Not that that's necessary.
Well, I suppose we have what we came for. I just can't help but feel bad about leaving Hawthorne in that cage.
I just
He made his
mentioned
own
that.
bed, but still.
Oh, we have to go back through the... I guess the collar has the key. That's fine. Missing out on a lot of fat loot there too, but we do have the Lover Stone that gives us free enchanted items every now and then, so not too worried about what we're missing out on there. I would just rather stay alive, you know? Would have been a cool fight, but alas. Someone gave us a pro tip earlier to don't die. And I intend on following that. Might be a little bit of a cop-out, but yeah. What you gonna do? That's Bard. That would have come back out. Orthorn. Let's go get Orthorn. The Doors of Oblivion. Ah, yeah, that's the Conjuration one. We did take that one. That's in that summoning room that they have in there. Like being able to see the companion's face. Yeah, especially with like the expressive animations mod that you get. Looks a lot better. Wheat is good because you can make restore health potions that also fortify health. I like how they just have like a little kitchen break room area right in the middle of their like summoning room. Little water cooler over there where they can go and talk about like the victims that they experimented on or whatever. Oh yeah, you've always been able to do that. It's a pretty tough. It's not like impossible. We're not very high level in our speech, but yeah, there is a speech check there, and that's a tough fight too. To be able to, if you're some kind of speech class, to be able to bypass that, that's very handy. Look, we're learning all kinds of stuff today, aren't we? Edutainment. Education and entertainment. Get some canine teeth here while I'm at it. Where'd you go, Orthorn? You were just here. Oh, there you are. I let you out.
How could you just leave me here?
The hell are you talking about? I'm letting you out now.
How could you just leave me here?
All right, fine. You don't want to come with. It's your grave, buddy. Ooh, forgot about the hidden, or the locked door here. Not exactly hidden. Might be some good stuff in there. Soul gems, maybe. Some potions. Or another locked chest. Doesn't feel right not fighting her. Oh, just to test your skill. Yeah, it's kind of one of those more unique boss fights where she has like different phases and stuff that it does. Yeah, it feels like you're missing something if you don't fight her. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, for the character though, roleplay wise, and just for staying alive, it makes sense if you can pass that speech check to just do it. Oops. Staff of the Sun, huh? Lucian might like that. Okay, back out through the way we came, I guess, since I think we're closer to that now than the main entrance. Watch out for the pressure plate. Back in the enthralled spider area. Back up through the torn down tower here. Thought that might happen. The caller was supposed to negotiate by letting you go as long as he remains. Yeah, I thought there was a speech check to get out of that part of it too. I know you can use him as collateral for the books, even without a speech check. But I think with a speech check, you can skip the fight and keep Orthorn with his freedom. Just yoink the ingredients over here. We're gonna need a lot more resist magic potions for what is to come. Okay, let's see. It's pretty late at night. Let's head back to Whiterun for the night. We can sell off some of our stuff that we got that we're over encumbered with, make some money. And then we might travel to, we'll take a carriage to Windhelm after that. We'll go check out Witchmist Grove to see how hot our wife-to-be is. And then we'll go to Morvensker after that. Ooh, we are getting kind of close to my end time of 2 o'clock though. So I don't know if we're gonna have time for all of that. Let's just start by going back to the Bannered Mare, getting a room, and resting for the evening. Get some of these torch bugs. Yes. Oops, never mind.
On we go.
Which way am I going? That goes down to the Talos Shrine. This is where I want to go. Nine mods to integrate Bards Reborn. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. Yeah, it touches a lot, doesn't it? That'd be me. Then he should return to the college eventually, depending on what happens and mods. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. He's free to go now. He's all butthurt that I left him there, but I did come back. I took care of all the fighting for him. Came back for him, but whatever. Yeah, we'll see if he ends up back at the college. Now, I've also had issues where Orthorn becomes hostile after he has gotten back to the college, and for some reason the college students and everybody, well, not everybody, but some of the college faculty and students side with Orthorn over me. So then whenever I go back to the college, everybody ends up being hostile and starts blasting me with magic. That happened in Gabin's playthrough, my longest running Permadeath playthrough so far. Five mods for me if I use that. I think I would only use it for a specific bard character. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. It's like, if I had a bard character in mind, I might install it for that playthrough, but it's probably not something I just want to have in general. And in general, I like to have mods that'll span multiple playthroughs. So I tend not to add stuff like that. But it is a cool mod. It's a really cool mod. The rest of the time, I just use Become a Bard and Bard's College Bedroom. Yeah, for me, the vast majority of the time, whatever Ordinator adds in, it's performance subtree and the speech skill works just fine for me. That's enough. That being said, the Bard's College quest line is one that would be, it really needs an expansion. That's like one of those that I feel like they just ran out of time on, that they wanted to do more with and just ended up having to rip it short for release. I feel like the College of Winterhold kind of caught some of that flack too. The Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood Guild, I feel like, are the only two that were completely satisfactorily fleshed out. Already got those. Death Bell. How can you not pick something that glowing and beautiful? And it's not even annoying as the Nirnroot does. Even though the Nirnroot does glow, it makes... Ooh, there's something going on over there. Is that another Atronach? Now I'm kind of curious. I think we got to go see what that is. Oh, it looks like a Vigilant fighting an Atronach. That's cool.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart.
Damn. Lucian sings good. Huh. Maybe it wasn't an Atronach. Maybe it was just the Vigilant using some flame spells there. Oh, he's got some cool stuff going on in the... Almost looks like his eyes are glowing. But it's just because of the flesh spell he was using. Coming through that helmet. Cool stuff. Alright, let's get back to the inn. Get some rest. Ooh, I'm thirsty. Too much caffeine. Looks like it's getting overcast again outside. Might be raining. In real life, not in the game, obviously. Okay, I think we're good without the helmet. Let the Mohawk breathe a little bit. Alright, what time we got? 1:47 p.m. So I got another 12 minutes here. Yeah, I think once we get to the Bannered Mare, we're gonna call it a stream there. Not really much point in starting anything else if I'm stopping at 2. I don't have anything else going on, so we could continue the stream, but I feel like 3 hours is a good, nice little happy place for me to stop. I don't feel like I'm doing too much. Get to take a break from the camera and from the game a little bit. Take a little nap, spend some time with my dog. Be able to cradle my new baby when she comes, the 4090. Ooh, it's gonna be so good. Speaking of, let's do a quick 4090 check here, shall we?
Come on in.
Refreshing, still out for delivery. All right. Let's see. Do we have our perform ability ready to go? We should. No, we don't. We ended up not even having to use Spirit Walk. If I knew that I was going to be able to persuade my way out of the collar fight, I would have used Spirit Walk in one of those other areas. Probably the one with the hanging cages, where we almost died like 6 times. But we did get a chance to use it. And we don't have our perform ability ready to go. It's already midnight. Yeah, we wasted it on the wizard's magic balls. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna save it here. Do a hard save so we're ready for next time. And thank you everybody for joining me. It was a great time, as it always is. Hanging out with some of my favorite people, playing some of my favorite game. Hard to go wrong, right? Good way to kick off the weekend. If you're just joining by chance, please do hit the like and subscribe button. That does help me out a lot. Helps the channel get out there. As you can see, we do a lot of good stuff on this channel. We have a lot of fun. There are also a lot of build guides and modding tips and tricks on the channel, so feel free to peruse that. As well as take a look in the description below. There's a lot of really good content creators that don't get enough love. Namely, we got our own Magus80 here, who is working on his next playthrough, the mod list for that, and he should be ready to go sometime this weekend or maybe next week. So do follow the link to him, to his channel, and leave a follow, as well as the Wind, who was on earlier. She has a blast. Every one of her streams is a blast. She streams some Enderal, some Skyrim. She does Valheim on Fridays, I believe. So if you're into that kind of stuff, do click her links and leave her a follow there too. Those are both on Twitch. And Caladran has some fanfic that she writes. That's also very, very cool and creative, and does a lot with the world that people wouldn't normally think of. So do check that stuff out. You know, if you play more than one song, your bard experience increase more, and I think your money does too. Oh, well, it's on a 24-hour timer that perform is, and this is probably his 6th song or so. But you do get speech. You do get speech for it. I think the money that you get has both to do with the amount of people who are watching, the area, and your speech skill. So yes, play more than one song, your bard experience increase more, and I think your money does too. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, we've done a good good handful of songs. So we should be getting more money for that in the near future. That would be cool. You're welcome, Magus. You are welcome, Gale. You are welcome, Tom. You are welcome, Caladran. Thanks a lot again, everybody. And until next week, take care of yourselves, all right? I'll see you then. Bye, guys.